Hello buddy and welcome back to this JavaScript masterclass for the beginners. It's your guy here once again, the Wolf. Welcome back. So without much ado, let's get started. So today we're going to learn about where we place these JavaScripts. So the topic of today is JavaScript where to. So guys, first of all, we have this keyword called the script tag. And in HTML, JavaScript code is inserted between the script and the script. So you open the script and you put there your JavaScript inside, then you close that with the script tag. For example, we don't mind do this. Let's do on the desktop here so you can see. So I'm just going to delete this. I'm just going to remember I'm using actually let me start afresh here, and I'm just going to define the document type, which is the document type just with capital document type just like that, and HTML, and we close the tag just like that. And actually, as you can see here, I'm not saved yet. So to save this, you just you just click over here and save as, let's say, where to, just like that, and save it. So from here, I'm just going to actually I should have saved .html. Sorry guys, so I can repeat it again. Save as where to .html, just like that, and where there we go. So as you can see, there is a star here across here. It means that we have saved it successfully. So the first tag here we're going to write is just HTML. So HTML, just hit that, and you can remove this meta information for now because we don't need it. And here we can say where to, because we want to know where to. We want to place our tags, our JavaScript in this HTML element, and see how we can manipulate it. So remember, we have already explained this: the head, the body, and everything is closed within the HTML tag. So I can save it again, and now I just want to put some element here. Remember, you can go back to HTML course and learn a little thing there, and before you dive into JavaScript. So I'm going to put this in the body, this tag, which is h2. This is the size of the word, that the data that I'm going to close in there. So just like that, and put this backslash there. So and you remember to put this h2 here, h2, just like that. And here I just want to place let's continue. So I'm going to place this element. Okay, so I just want to put my JavaScript one here, JavaScript in body, because I just placed it in the body. So, and I should have a paragraph here, P. You can hit that and it just sort of complete. And I am going to give this P, the paragraph, an ID, simple like that, and just call it demo, just like that. And then the next thing, I just want to place my JavaScript in the body now. Just go down like this and then place your JavaScript. So just say script and just hit it, and it just autocomplete. You can remove all this because you don't need this, and you can now place your we can place our script here. So the first thing because we want to get the element by ID, just like document document dot get element by tag name. Now just read this by ID, just simple like that. And then from here I just want to place my ID, which was demo here. So I'll remove this double, and I can place double or single, so this is demo. And I just want to change that inner.html, inner. I just want to change the inner HTML, inner.html, and assign it what I'm going to assign it something here. Say that this is my first JavaScript, just like that. And then the script is closed. So if I run this, let me run this. Just first of all, you will need to save this and then run it. So you will run in the browser. There we go. So my first JavaScript. So you can see that the document have actually changed the ID. That was this one over here. This ID, the paragraph was this one. So I placed my JavaScript in there. So you can change that. So this is how you get the document again. So in the old, the reason why we have the script having the text of JavaScript, the one that I deleted, is because that one is an old one. So let's do another example here. This is called JavaScript function and events. So that's the main topic of today. So in JavaScript, functions is a block of JavaScript code that can be executed when called for. So you can write a function and then call it later. So for example, a function can be called when an event occurs. So an event is like when you click a button, when something happens, you can call that function. So like when we use a click as a button. So we will learn more about functions and events in the later lessons. But as of now, let's talk about JavaScript in the head or a body. So you can see here we have this JavaScript in the body because the body just start from here to here. You can also replace this JavaScript in the head above here. So let's do it. So we can place any number of script in HTML document, and we have already said that we can place the script in the body or in the head. Both will work. So let's place it first in the head. So in this example that I want to do, I just want to create a function and I place it in the head section of the HTML page. Then I will invoke the function. Invoke means calling when I click the button. So I just want to remove this over here. I just want to remove this. Just cut this off, and I just want to let me just squeeze there. This is the body, and this is the head. I can create a function here that I will invoke from the body. So let me do it. So I just want to put it down here, and actually I can remove this title for now. Or yeah, just leave it there. Let me just leave it there, and I'm just going to create a function just like that. This is how we create a function in JS. So function, my function, just initialize like that, and put it just like that. First of all, remember guys, I'm sorry, just cut it. No, just cut it because I've not placed the script in there. So place the script. We have said that this is what we do. We just open this tag here, opening tag, and you write s script and hit it like that. So you see this type, this is an old JavaScript, that's why it brings this along, but you can leave it there, or just you can move it like that. So I'm going to create my function in here. Say function on what am I forgetting? N here. There's an N here. Function just like that. So as you can see, the colors changing. I've written the right thing, so I can call it my func just like that. And I just wanted to invoke this, or to call this function. So I just want to put I just want to call my ID from the body. So it's just to get the to get the element, you just say document dot get element document dot get element by ID, just like that. And the ID is okay. First of all, I just want to change the inner HTML, inner HTML. I want to change it to something here. I will say the wolf has changed the paragraph, just like that, simple as that. And then I close with this, just like that. So I can even put a full stop here, not necessary. So what I've done here, I just want to call the ID here. The ID is demo. So to do that, I just paste the demo ID here, because I just want to change this. I just want to change this to something. For example, I can have here, this was okay. I can say that I'm in the body. The wolf is in the body. So I just want to change this to the wolf has changed the paragraph. So let me run this and see whether we have done the right thing. But remember, we just placed the script in the head, and you can also place it in the body. So okay, before that, I need to create now a button. So okay, I can change this to say that this is in the body, because the body is that from here. I just have to give the body. Oh no, just let me change this and say that demo JS in the head. Yeah, and again, this paragraph I can change it to, okay, I've written something here at least. So the demo has something here. The wolf, just say the wolf is in the body. And now let me create a button here. And to create a button, just open the tag and just say write B U, and there it comes. So from here, I just wanna give the button. Actually, the button type is you need to create a type of a pattern. Type is the button, just like that. And then I'm just going to say on click. Once you click it, on click, do what? Call my function above here. This is the function. So once I click it, call that function. Just put that function in here, just like that. So I've placed my function. So once I click the button, I will call this and change this paragraph here with this ID. So I'm just going to say click me to click me, just like that, and the button is closed. So let me just run this. First of all, let me save it and run it. So let me run it. So you have to make sure that you save it. When you have this cross here, it means that you have saved. So before that, remember, we just place the script in the head, and also you can place it in the body. But as of now, this is what we have here. So run this in the browser, just like that. As you can see, the wolf is in the body, which was true. And now when I click this, I'm going to change the text. The wolf has changed the paragraph. It was right. So that is it about, that is all about the script in the head. Now let's do the script in the body. So in this example that I want to do, the function, I will place the function in the body section of HTML page. Then the function, I will invoke it when I click the button. So let me delete everything here so that we have clean body. So let me remove all this and also remove this. And now I just want to cut this from here, from the head, cut there, and just place it in the body. Let's start from the body. So in the body, I will have, first of all, I'll click the head, this tag, H2 tag, H2, and hit that to autocomplete. That's the good thing about this. This is a good thing to do with Sublime Text. It autocomplete. So I just want to say that in this head, I want to say demo JS in the body. So I will place the JS in the body. So the next thing, I want to create a paragraph that I'm going to change. This is what I'm going to change. So P and hit it to complete and give an ID of this paragraph. This paragraph I'm going to give an ID of let me just call it still demo, and then I write something here and say that the wolf is the body. I'm just want to say that I am in the body. Who I am. I can say who I am. Who I am. The wolf. Just do that. This is what I want to change. So forget about everything else and let's continue. So let's create a button here, B, and the B is just right here. Oh, it did not work like I expected. So just write the full name, button, just like that. And why did you not even close it? Okay, just do it manually. If it doesn't work, you just do it manually. So make sure you close the button just like that. It actually did what I wanted. So I can say try all this click me to show you magic. Simple as that. And then I just want to give a button type. The type should be of a button, just like that. Button. And then again on click. What should we do? We call that the function from the head. So I'm going to create let's say what's the name of a function? Let me call it my function, whichever. This is just to initialize my function, just like that. Even that symbol, function I can say color, just like that, whichever the name you call it. So I just want to create this function, copy that, and just put it in the head. Oh, I just want to place the function, the script in the what? I just wanted to place the script in the body. So I'm just going to create the function down here. So first of all, you need to create the script, just like that, and then remove this, or you can leave it. Let's leave it and see whether it can work. And now I just create my function. You need to name it function, just like that, function, and this is my function, we just call the color, and just like that, this curly bracket, and everything goes in the curly bracket. These are called the curly brackets. And now let's call the element by ID. So it's just document dot get element by ID, just like that. Oh, we had it already. Document get element by ID, and the ID is actually we have the single quote here. Let's see the single. How do we call this? Semicolon or what? This double quote. This is single quote. So I'm going to what was the ID? Is actually there. It's going to work with single quote. So I just want to change the inner element. So to do that, inner HTML, and assign it as just say as a paragraph changed. Simple as that. And make sure you remember to close. And from there also we have placed the script in the body, and here's the script, and we have our calling method, which we have placed the ID. The ID now had this I'm in the body. Oh, I am the wolf. So it's going to show this paragraph changed. So let's run this and see what we will get. First of all, let's save it just like that, and run in the browser. So click me to show you magic. Paragraph changed. So again, let's run it. I'm in the body. Who am I? The wolf. If I click the button, you see we have changed something above there. So remember placing script at the bottom of the body down here. Let me just remove this script here. Got there. So let me explain this. Placing the script at the bottom of the body element improves the display speed because the script's interpretation slows down the display. So if I place down here, I am going to improve the display speed. So again, if I place, put there, and let's save it. Let's see, run in the browser, and I'm in the body. Then paragraph change. So it doesn't. This is how we improve the speed of the display. Just place your script there, and we're always going to replace our script down the body, just like that. So let's do an external JavaScript. You see now the script is within the HTML page here. We want to place the JavaScript in the different page, like here. For example, you have the script here, or you can create a new one here and say new file, and we can save that. And now we place our script here, and then we have our HTML page here. For example, just we remove all this, got this, and then we come here and we place it over here. So let's see how we do that. So we can place it in an external file. So to do that, we just create, first of all, First of all, external scripts are practical when the same code is placed in many different web pages, and JavaScript files have files extension like .js. So when we save this, we will save like script.js, and if we save this, first of all, let's save this script.js. Save that. So you can see here it's .js. This is the extension that the script always has, and actually I don't know whether this will interfere, but I don't know. No, we'll just try. So now I can delete this, and so to use the external script, now this is the external script. We put the name of the script file in the source. Now this is the source, because this is, I think we are in the same page with all files. This is the same source. Now I just want to put that script here that I copied. Yeah, this is the script. Now I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this too. So yeah, and I can save that. Okay, so I just want to call it from the HTML. Before that, I need to put to share the link where over here I just want to put the script, the link in the head, so that I notice where the script is. Yo, that's it. Let's do it. So to do this, we need to come back in HTML tag in the body, above the body here in the head. We can put it wherever we want, but let's do it first in the head and see whether it works, and if it fails, we come back to okay, let's start from within the body. So let's create our script tag here, the link script, just like that. And we're going to use the keyword, which is the source, and say that the CRC, which means the source where it comes from, equals to the name of this one here. So it is actually CRC. We just write that name over here, SCRIPT .js, like that. So we have pulled the script from this point, and we have put it here, and we linked it. This is how we link. So let's try and see whether it works. First of all, make sure you save all of them. Yeah, it's safe because there is that S there. So let's run this. So open in a browser. So this is it, and let's click this. Yeah, it worked. So you can see paragraph changed. And again, let's change this script link and place it under the body here, and now save this, and also make sure this is saved. And now let's run and see whether it works. So let's open in a browser and hit it. Yeah, it still works. So again, we can put this script in the head, still it will work. But remember, I said that when you place it below the body, the page opens, the speed improves. So guys, we have already said that we can place external script references in the head or in the body as you wish. So the script will behave as if it was located exactly where the script tag is located. So external script, what you have to remember is that notice is that the external script cannot contain script tag. So that's why we do not have the script here. So we can have so many methods. For example, I can have this again. I can copy this and paste it down here, and I can have another method. Let's say another method, another caller, another caller, just like this. And again, I can change this and say, oh, another paragraph from different method, different methods. So let's see whether we can, and again we can change this to, let's call this an ID, change this ID, right? Let's say different ID, diff ID. So I just want to pick exactly this different ID and come back here, and I can create another, I can change this over here, see whether it works. So let's save this and see whether we can call the second method. We can call this. So again, this save because there is a dot there. So let's run this again. Oh, not copy, just run in the browser. So click that, it did not happen because I think there were very few mistakes there. Okay, let me see where is the mistake. Okay, leave aside, but we can have so many of these functions. Actually, what was the problem here? It should work. Let me find out first. I think I should, on click, I should call this method here. The method is what is the method? Oh, this is the method. So copy this function and place it here. Once you call it, this is what we want to call. So on click, call this other method and it will change the ID. So let's save that and let's run. Let's save this also. I think it's already saved, but just to make things work better. So open in a browser and yes, here it is. So as you can see, another paragraph from different. So we can have so many functions in here, and we can have them in our HTML document, so as many as that. So let's have, so the advantage of external JavaScript is that placing a script in an external file has some great amazing advantages. The first one is it separates HTML and HTML code, because we don't have to have so many of them in the same page, so it separates HTML and the code. So it also makes HTML and JavaScript easier to read and maintain, and also cache the JavaScript files can speed up the page load. So to add several script files to one page, we use several script tags. For example, if we have script, so for example we have another script beside this. Let's say we have another here, another here. We can have them, we can arrange them here, down here. We can have like this over here, we can add another one here, another one. So we had several script in the same page. So external references are like, we can have an external script that can be referenced in different way with, let's say, a full URL, which is a full web address, and also with a file path like the JS, and also without any path. So these examples that I want to do, we use a full URL to link to my script.js. So a full URL, for example, let's say that we have an external web page, so we can, or an external script. So what we normally do, for example, we have let's say we have a JS from a different website which is not local. So we can have something like this. Let me edit this first. So still this is the same path, but let's say it's from external. So we just change this to Control-Z. We just change this to the source. The source will be, let's say, www.safaricom. Let's say Safaricom has some script, JavaScript. So .com, we can extend there and use those from there, and we need probably it's in a file. We can say js.my script wherever it's external. This is external, so we can place it here and connect. For example, we have the lead generation. No, we have the font awesome. So there's some website that have so awesomely good font awesome, so we can extend there and just place it here and it will definitely work. So this is the external full URL, this one here. And also we can have the file path to link to my script. So the file path is just like the from here. This is the file path because this is in the files, in our files. So normally it's JS dot hashtag backslash my script. So this should be my script dot JS when we have them in the same file path. And also so this the other one is when we don't have a path, so we just say the source dot my script, which is when we don't have a path. This is what we normally have. So with this one we don't have a path. So that's it. You can leave this. So let's see on how we work with outputs. So how do we do with JavaScript outputs? So JavaScript display possibilities. JavaScript display possibilities. So JavaScript can display data in a different way. So for example, writing into HTML element using inner.html or inner text, and also can display writing into HTML output using document.write. And also we can write into an alert box using window.alert method function. And also we can display using writing into a browser console using console.log. Those are the possibilities that we have to display data in a different ways. So to do that, let's use first of all, we have been using inner.html and you're like, oh, what are you doing? But we have been using this method or this function to display our stuff. So let's see how to access HTML element and using document.getElementById method. So we have already done that, but I just wanted to repeat it. So we use the ID attribute to identify the HTML element, this ID. So you see here we had an ID. This is how we identify the HTML element, and we display into that, maybe using, not maybe, we use in HTML property to change those HTML content of HTML element. For example, that we have already done because we use this ID and we change those inner element of this, inner content. So we use the ID to change the inner content by using inner element or inner HTML, because these are HTML, we used it to change them. So let's do one example here to demonstrate that. So first of all, I just wanna do what? Let's do it. So I just wanna create in the same script here. Let me remove all this and start afresh. So the first thing we do, we just initialize the document by saying document type HTML, and close the tag, and now we come down and say HTML, and we hit, and we can remove all these first of all because we don't need as of now, and it arranges itself by closing everything in HTML, and then we have the head and the body. So let's have h1 here in our body. Let's have h1 here, h1 tag, h1 hit there. No. So let's create our h1 here. h1, just like that, and have, let's call it this, my web page, right? And then come down and we have a paragraph, this p tag, and in this p tag we're going to give it an id, and id always we give it a demo. And the next thing that we want to do is to create the script. So let's have the script in the same page. It's in the pod again, the script, hit it, and we close it, we open again, backslash. That's how we create it, because we have an this. And let's get the document by ID, because we have an ID here. There is other methods of getting maybe an element by tag name. We have a couple of them, but normally we use an ID. So document dot get element by ID with this method, and element by ID. So the ID is demo, and we want to use the inner method or function to display or to change the inner content of a certain HTML. But now we want to change the p tag up there. So inner HTML, and we want to change that to, let's say, h2, because we have h1 there. Let's do h2. Let's do h2, and we close like that. Up again, backslash h, and we close it just like that. And because it's h2 here, so we want to change this h1 to h2. h2 here is actually, let's say, hello Mr. Wolf, just like that. Wow, so have I done the right thing here? Let me just counter check. Yeah, I've done the right thing. Oh no, because I'm not. Yeah, it's okay. So just close like that. So I just wanna, once I click the, let me just yeah, the web page, hello. So let's run this first of all, because we want to change this ID here. We want to display something here. This is the ID, right? The ID is demo. We want to change this something here. Let's say something. Okay, just leave it empty first of all. This is where we're going to place this text called hello Mr. Wolf. We're going to place it here. Okay, so once we save this, save that and run in a browser, we should have my web page, hello Mr. Wolf. Okay, we can also have this as h2, which is smaller. h1 is the biggest, I can say that. So, and now we change this to h1 and h1. So we will have hello Mr. Wolf in a bigger size. So save that and let's run it on our browser. So you can see hello Mr. Wolf is bigger than the other one. So this is one way of displaying our elements. So one thing you need to notice here is that changing the inner HTML property of HTML element is the most common way to display data in HTML. That's what normally we do. So using inner text, so let's use inner text. So to access an HTML element, we use the document.getElement by ID, where we refer the ID method. Then we use the inner text property to change the inner text of that HTML element. So let's do that, and still we will have to use this. Just let's let's change this to 1 and change this also to h1, and we say that my first web page, let's say this is my first web page, and let's have a p paragraph here, and in our p paragraph, this we don't need an id here first of all. So now here we are using inner text. Here we are using inner text. The other one here was inner HTML, but now this is inner text. So let's write something here. My first paragraph. Yeah. So my first web page and my first paragraph. So let's have another paragraph here, and p. Let's keep that. Then let's say give now this an ID. Let's give it an ID, and the ID, let's call it again demo. Just as simple as that. And now our script is here. Document.get element by ID, and the demo is right. So dot inner text. So here is where we change things, text, just like that, and we will have let's remove this because we don't need any size there. We are not getting to end text size. So let's say hello Mr. Wolf, hello Mr. Wolf, just like that. So we are using dot inner text. So let's save this. Let's save this and run it. Run in a browser. So hello Mr. Wolf, as you can see. So we never had anything here. First of all, in this paragraph we never had anything. We can also have like 2 of them, you see. Okay, let me just copy this and change an ID and have like 2 methods, Control V, and call this ID second ID or demo2 or demo1, and again have this, copy this again, and paste it here. We can do something like that, and just change this ID to demo1 and say hello Wolf, hello Mr. Wolf. Hello, we can say hello world, just like that. Yeah, hello world, just like that, and run it and see whether we can have hello world in this demo2 ID. So to do that, first of all, let's save it and run it on the browser. As you can see, we had hello Mr. Wolf, hello world. So we have used inner.text to change those HTML or these HTML tags. So one thing you need to notice here is that we use inner HTML when you want to change an HTML element, and also we use inner text when you only want to change the plain text. So here is a plain text. We never had a text in here, but that's it. That's one thing you need to notice. So let's use the document.write method for testing purposes. It's convenient to use document.write. So to do that, let me see how long this video. Yeah, I think let's do this, the last one. How long? Yeah, let's do this. So let's use document.write. So one thing, we have already our paragraph here. We have our paragraph here, my first paragraph and my first web page. So let's change this now in the script. Let's remove this and have document dot write. So we got write, and we wanna write something here. Let's do a math operation. The write actually is a method that does miracle things. So we use this to test. Yeah. We use normally this for testing purposes. So we want to test this and write, let's say 2 plus 1 or 2 plus 2, yes, and let's run it and see whether we can test something wrong here. So how will we do that? So actually, before that, using document or right after an HTML document is loaded will delete all existing HTML. Let's see whether it's going to delete everything here. So save that because we are testing and run. So you see, so all the tags that were there, all HTML documents were all deleted. So we have deleted all the HTML and here it for here. Because this is my first paragraph, I think my first paragraph is just an H1. So all these were deleted. So we use this just for testing. So again, let's do another thing here, and we first of all let's just do this, and in our script let's create a button here first of all, button just like that, and give the type of button is just button, yeah. And on click we want to say click, on click do something, on click what do we want you to do? We want to put our document dot write. Once we click that, we want to write our math operator there is 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1, and we can say try, and that's all. So the document.write method should only be used for testing. We don't use this in anything, we just use this for testing. It's going to delete all these element tags. So let's save this first of all, run it. So try me. There we go. It deleted everything and we got 3. You can see. So it's just for testing. So guys, let's do the last one by using window.alert method. So we can use an alert box to display a data, and to do that, let's just again do it here, and again just remove this. Let's do window.alert method. To remember, we are just exploring methods that we use to display data, and now this is the last one, window.alert. So we just put our window, our JavaScript in our script. So it's window dot alert. It's going to pop on top of your window there, window.alert, and just do a math operator there. Let's add 2 plus 5, let's say that, and let's run it, save and run it in the browser. So you see here, there is an alert here. This page says 7. Okay, that's just like that. This is just an alert. So you have seen in a website where you click and you see some alert stuff there. Those are just JS, probably JS. So JavaScript, the window object is the global scope object, and this means that variable properties and method by default belong to the window objects. This also means that specifying the window keyword is optional. So that is it. So we can actually do this a lot. Like this is the first. This is actually optional. You can remove that and just run this. Save that. So the window is just a global scope object. So we have already said that it means variable properties and the method by default belong to this window object. So we can avoid that and run this again. And you can see still we have our 7 there. So let's do using a console.log to display data. So for debugging purposes, we can call the console.log method in a browser to display data. This is how we test things for debugging purposes. So we will learn that more about debugging in later lessons as we continue learning JavaScript. So to do that, we just say that this one displaying the console, we just say console log, just like this, and we can log our math operator there. You can say 9 plus 1. So if I run this, let's see where we get our stuff. So first of all, save it and run it in a browser. So if we go this side here, inspect, and there is a console somewhere here. Layout, DOM style, computer layout. Wait, let me find, yeah, here, console here. I'll just want to see yeah, you can see here we have this. We use this mostly to debug our code, because if you make a mistake somewhere, we're going to see them here. So you can see we have 10 here. So let's do the last one, which is called how to print. So how do we use JavaScript to print? So JavaScript does not have any print object or print method, so you cannot access output devices from a JavaScript. The only exception is that you can call the window.print method in a browser to print the content of the current window. And to do that, we just come here again. Let's come back here to our code, and then let's create a button here. Let's create a button there and say on click, just say window dot print, and this is just a method, and we're going to print this page. So let's run this. First of all, you need to save and run the browser. As you can see, print this page. Boom. Yeah. Look at this. It has printed the page. So we normally use this. So this one we print the whole browser page and the content that is in. As you can see, everything that we had here, we printed on this. We printed this page, and as you can see everything here. So it prints the page. That is it. So, and as you can see, we only printed the current page. So thank you so much for joining this long class in JSC. Hope that you have learned something, you have grasped something. It's just exactly 1 hour. Thank you so much for joining this class, and welcome in the next class. Thank you and goodbye.